When you said they, and I said, who is they? Who's at the top of they? And you said Fitzgerald, and he said Comey, and then he said, Mueller, some of these names that you said. Mm-hmm. And then now, when I said, why didn't Obama pardon you? Because you said Obama was a part of it. Right. So now let's go to that part when you say if Obama's a part of it. My speculation becomes if Obama, so because sometimes I feel like, when Jerry Buss gets a call from Shaq, and Shaq says, hey, Jerry, Riley and the Heat offered me $20 million a year. If you match me, I'll stay with you at the Lakers. You know what Jerry Buss told him? He said, I think you should take that offer because I can't match that offer. And what does Shaq do? He goes to Miami. What does Jerry do? He locks in who? Kobe, right? Yeah. Okay. Similar call happened when Pat Riley called Jerry Buss and said, hey, listen, I'm getting a massive contract from the Knicks. You want to match it? I'll stay. I don't want to leave the Lakers. But they're offering me like $5.5 million a year, whatever the number was. And he's like, dude, I can't pay you that. You go take that contract, right? I feel like at one point, and I'm seeing this trend on both political parties, when they lock onto someone, everybody becomes indispensable, right? And somebody has to almost take a blame for something. So during COVID, the first 6 months, the rock star of COVID was who? Cuomo. He was a rock star. Right. Every day we heard Cuomo. He's the next presidential candidate. Him and his brothers would go at it. And then something happened behind closed doors that I don't think any one of us will ever know what happened there. Where he either didn't say yes or he either thought he was bigger than the political party. Pelosi and these guys flipped on him. Next thing you know, hey, you got to resign. He resigned. Then his brother, boom. Then Zucker, boom. Then CMO, boom. We saw what the trickle effect was all the way down. Do you think it was a position where at that time all these guys behind closed doors said, look, that guy's a governor. He's probably not going to be the president. This guy's a senator. He had a great speech at the DNC in 2004. We can get behind this guy. Let's back him up. Let's throw this guy under the bus and let's go. Do you think a conversation like that took place behind closed doors?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think it was like that. I think it was that these federal prosecutors, some of them are just unscrupulous guys who abuse their power and make big names for themselves by being big game hunters. And this guy was chasing me for a long, long time. I think he was also chasing Obama because of Resco. And so when Resco got indicted on stuff that had nothing to do with me or Obama.
So he was trying to get Obama as well.
I believe this is my belief. I'll give you my belief on how it all shook out. So what happened was, because Resco was closer to Obama than he was to me, he actually bought him property. Obama bought a big mansion after he was elected United States Senator, and then the adjoining lot, this guy Resco bought for Obama. And then when the heat was on politically, Obama gave him a bill, and Resco paid $13,000 to put a fence up. But the $750,000 lot that was paid at list price by Resco was basically for Obama. It was like a adjoining lot to the mansion that he bought. So they were looking at both of us, I think, because of Resco. And they were right to look at Resco. There were allegations related to stuff that he was doing. In any event, he finally gets convicted, Resco does, and they're squeezing him to say stuff about the two of us. He puts out a letter to the sentencing judge and says that these federal prosecutors are trying to make me say things about Governor Blagojevich and Senator Obama. He actually listed me first. I'm not going to lie about those two guys just to save myself. I've never been involved in any wrongdoing. With
Resco says that.
Yeah, it's a matter of public record. Made the front page of the Chicago Tribune. The big fear was, would Resco lie to save himself? Because they squeeze these people, would scare them with long sentences, but if they'll say certain things they want them to say, sing or compose, then they get lighter sentences. That was the big fear. But when Resco did that, both of us were in a real good place. That's when they started putting the FBI tapes on me. But then when they arrested me, here's what I think happened with Obama. They immediately went to Obama and they interviewed him because he was involved in the case. Mm-hmm. And those are called FBI 302s. To this day, they still won't give us, my team, my lawyers, the FBI 302s of Obama's interview, which is absolutely relevant to a criminal defendant, me, in facing what I was facing. They have to give you that. They didn't, and they still won't. So they've got that sort of under seal as well. I think Obama made a calculation, his political people made a calculation, that when Fitzgerald made that big move, arrested a sitting governor in such a dramatic way the way he did, I was politically radioactive. They did this on purpose. Everybody ran. It's like the ship is sinking and everybody jumps overboard, right? Obama was no different. And he was saving himself politically, not wanting to get caught up in any of that. And so I was sold out in the process.
So if you enjoyed this little short segment from the podcast that we did, here's another short segment to watch. Or if you want to see the entire podcast, click over here. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.